Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. We're the Movie Couple. I'm Dustin.
I'm Wendy.
And we're diving into episode 6 of season 3 of The Mandalorian. We got a little bit of a pirate action going on in the last episode with an attack on Navarro and the Mandalorians coming in to save the day. And I'm now excited to start diving in. I want to start seeing what is this plan that's going on between Bo-Katan and the armorer, what's going on with them, and I'm just excited to see more of this Mandalorian lore, more of this Mandoverse starting to get explained to us.
Yeah, I think the arc for Bo-Katan is really interesting this episode. I love getting to see more of Katie Sackhoff on screen because she's always a joy to watch. So the fact that, like, Bo-Katan walks in both worlds, and so she can still not have her honor be taken away as the Mandalorian when her helmet is off, is kind of cool. I think she's going to be, as the armor described, the one that's going to, I guess, like, gather and band together all the other Mandalorians. So that's really cool. I want to address some of the comments from the viewers last week, because a lot of you have theories, because we had our own theory as well, as like, you know, who was it exactly that broke Moff Gideon out of the transport, and with the Beskar, which was left as sort of a little bit of an evidence, like, initially one can think like, oh, Mandalorians, like, that's Beskar, but then a lot of you guys pointed out that it could be Thrawn, and something about, I can't remember verbatim exactly, but like the Death Troopers, that I think they were made out of Beskar or parts of Beskar or something like that. So, but the Thrawn's theory is really interesting, because I really hadn't thought of it in that way. Like, my brain just automatically put Thrawn over in Ahsoka, but it's very possible that Thrawn could show up in The Mandalorian. And Ahsoka already has, so... It
would also make sense, too, that it wasn't Mandalorians, because they are so reverent about their Beskar that they wouldn't even leave a scrap of it behind.
Correct.
If something did get blown off, they would gather it up and take it with them. So it obviously is a plant, but I'm really curious to see what exactly is going on with that. And if you guys like our reactions, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the videos coming out on our channel.
And so with that said, we're going to go ahead and get right into it. Make sure you are watching the latest episode of The Mandalorian on your own first on Disney Plus before checking out our reaction, because our video will be filled with, 1, spoilers, and 2, our commentary over the content. So with that said, let's go ahead and get started.
That's an interesting kind of a music. Oh! That's an interesting looking ship.
I bet you it's those, Yep, I was going to say the species, Quarren or whatever.
Yeah, I think so.
The ship kind of is shaped like their head. No?
Yep. Yeah,
okay.
Too heavy for
Who is their leader, huh? Well, that's convenient. You're just seated.
Where is the... Oh!
Massive.
Ooh,
always
their
massive.
Leader?
Who is it?
Oh! That's right.
They commandeered the ship.
We are Mandalorian. And sadly, you're too late to hire us. You see,
She's
we've been
back!
commissioned to track you down, Captain Shaw. You see, we were already hired by a certain Mon Calamari viceroy who has reason to believe you absconded with her son.
Oh.
It's a lie.
I know it was for love. But my job is not to judge, but simply to complete the tasks for which we were hired.
No! I won't go. I won't go.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
We love each other.
Sorry, I've got to bring you back home to your folks.
Come with us, Prince.
You can do this. I'll see you again.
It's a long ride home.
I thought Mandalorians were honorable.
We are, kid. All it takes is a few credits.
Hired guns and all. Interesting, cold opening, stinger, whatever.
Yeah. Well, it shows what those it shows what those Mandalorians have been doing. That they're honorable in the way they do it.
Wait till
they
Bo-Katan runs into them again.
Mm-hmm. Well, they left Bo-Katan.
Yes,
remember?
yes, they
did.
That's
That's quite a fleet.
It took me a long time to assemble it. Most of it was captured from the Empire.
I knew they looked familiar. Could come in real handy taking back Mandalore.
Axe Woves is their leader now. It's going to take some convincing to get them to join us. I'll land outside the fleet's perimeter. It's probably best if we go in on foot.
What? That's a weird ringtone.
Fuzzier 15, the Outer Rim's only direct democracy. You've been assigned a docking slip. You will be guided on the assigned path. Engaging automated guidance.
Oh, well, there goes her plan. That was so...
What happened?
They've taken control of the fleet. I guess we're going for a ride.
Look at Grogu!
Mm-hmm.
It's like enjoying the music. Wow, that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, I have to admit, the graphics and the effects this season have been pretty good in some parts.
Din Djarin and Bo-Katan Kryze. Your presence has been requested by the leadership of the planetary democracy.
I'm afraid we have more pressing matters. Perhaps at a later time.
Please do not attempt to leave the vehicle. This is not a request.
Oh my gosh. Jeez.
Whoa.
Jeez. Wow.
This is interesting.
Yeah. Wow.
Interesting.
Wow.
Come! Come!
Wait, is that
Special
Jack Black?
Mandalorians.
That's Jack Black.
Creations. Take a little sip.
It's so much.
Let's address the bantha in the room. I was once a facilities planning officer during the war.
Oh my
And
gosh.
thanks to the New Republic amnesty program, I was able to help rebuild Plaza 15.
You were Imperial?
He was. Plazio suffered greatly.
Interesting.
It's Lizzo.
Mm-hmm.
My husband came here as part of his rehabilitation. Could I perhaps hold the baby, please?
He doesn't take kindly to strangers.
Oh. Doesn't take kindly to strangers.
But snacks.
And the Mandalorian privateer warships docked in your fields?
Oh, we hire them for protection.
I'd like to speak to these privateers.
That can be arranged. There is just one condition. Right this way. We'll just be a moment. Enjoy.
I'm pretty sure they wouldn't want their security to leave.
Right. I also feel like we might get
We have a problem.
a musical
Yes.
number in this episode.
Droid problem.
Malfunction.
A coordinated malfunction.
The Mandalorian garrison outside your city walls can make quick work of your battle droids.
That's just it. Our charter forbids any standing army from entering our city. Our constables aren't even allowed to carry blasters.
The people have voted we are a pluralistic society. You are Mandalorians. Weaponry and armor are intrinsic to your culture, are they not?
They are.
You see where we're going here?
You want us to eliminate your droid problem?
Oh.
Plaza 15 would formally recognize Mandalore as a sovereign system and petition the New Republic to recognize it as such.
The
Interesting.
mercenary captain, Axe Woves, indicated that he split from you because you had designs on ruling Mandalore once again.
Those plans have been abandoned.
The offer stands nonetheless.
What do you think?
You had me at battle droids.
These droids were all reprogrammed to serve the community.
Oh!
Wow.
Doc!
Oh my god, how many cameos?
Scraps.
Not cameos, but
But yeah,
guest stars.
Reprogramming was a complete success.
I was gonna start being all mad and angry.
Then others.
My god.
Just a small collection of malfunctions that our security cameras caught.
Oh! Jeez.
Uh-oh.
That's not good. That's not good.
Turn them off. Give us the list.
Well, for that, you'll have to go to the lower level and speak to the Ugnaughts.
Ugnaughts.
Oh, the Ugnaughts. I think I know this. Pretty sure I know this, right?
See what happens when you rely on droids?
Are you taking this personally?
Just pointing it out.
He hates droids.
We were sent on behalf of the Duchess and Captain Bombardier to help you with your droid problem.
They don't speak basic.
Hello?
Or they don't care.
This is going nowhere.
I am Mandalorian Din Djarin, friend of Ugnaught Kuiil. You will answer our questions and help us with our tasks.
Season 1.
I have spoken.
Yes!
We will investigate the dangerous incidents. We would appreciate your help.
Here are the locations of the droids you seek.
Thank you. We are in your debt. I have spoken.
Din's doing all the heavy lifting on this.
What was that?
Had the
I've spent time with
experience.
Ugnaughts. There's a particular way to communicate with them. Accusing their work of malfunctioning is an insult.
I haven't seen battle droids since the Clone Wars.
I have.
Any of them look suspicious?
All of them.
They all look suspicious.
Oh, this is a restricted area.
I can't hear their voices without laughing.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Why is that?
Well, as a precaution. Their base function was warfare.
I thought they were just checked out.
They were. What are you doing?
He's trying to find out which one's going to be aggravated.
Yeah.
Excuse me, sir.
That's it.
Oops, wrong one.
Recertified, huh?
You should have left them alone.
I wonder if this is going to start fitting into like the droid rebellion. I keep on saying that, but I want it to happen.
Nice, Bo.
Oh, that was cool.
Jeez. On a rampage, this one. Tackle, takedown.
Ah.
This is a crime scene. Thank you for standing back.
The little tape, caution tape.
This is a crime scene.
She's gonna find something wrong with it.
I found a spark pad.
What's it say?
The resistor.
Sounds like a droid bar.
Oh. Where is this going?
Droid bar,
Let me
huh?
do the talking. You kicking droids is really not helpful.
I figured out which one was malfunctioning.
Good point.
Droid nightclub. Oh, the Rexes?
There has been a string of malfunctions that all point to this oil can.
You can check my registry. We are in full compliance with planetary biological.
If you don't start answering questions, I'll yank your memory circuit and dissect it back at the lab.
Uh-oh. I thought he was gonna let her talk it out.
What are you doing?
You're wasting your time. You can't reason with droids.
Their behavior's programmed. All they do is reason.
I want to help. We are worried that if these horrible incidents continue, we will be.
You'll be what?
There are concerns among my customers that we will be replaced.
By what?
Humans. Some droids on Plaisir date back to the Separatists. The New Republic would send them to scrap. But here on Plaisir, they are given a second chance. We don't want to be replaced. We still have a lot to contribute. Organics created us. It's the least we can do.
Interesting.
Okay. Always leave it up to the droids to give you the feels, huh?
There is no selection of beverages as with organics. Here, droids are served nepenthe.
What's nepenthe?
It is a viscous lubricant that protects against mechanical wear while delivering program-refreshing subparticles.
So nepenthe reprograms the droids that drink here?
It patches the programming as the commands.
So there's something wrong with the batches.
Or someone's kind of
spiking it?
Spiking one or two of them.
It seems the malfunctioning droids all imbibed from the same batch of nepenthe.
So then, which batch was
like a droid morgue.
Malfunctioning droid.
This is turning into like a murder mystery of droids.
The particles are definitely present.
What are the chances that they're still active?
Oh my gosh!
Well, I would say pretty high.
Oh my god!
Oh, dang.
That's dangerous. Dark saber time. Whoa.
They're still active.
So someone's...
These are the subparticles.
You know what this is kind of reminding me of? Is in Zootopia.
What?
With the predators.
Uh-huh.
And making them go feral.
Nanodroids.
How did nanodroids get into the Nepenthe?
What's that?
The striations? Just an aberration in the metal.
No. It's writing.
What?
Rotate the perspective.
It's programming.
It's a chain code.
If it has a chain code, then we should be able to determine its point of origin.
They were requisitioned by the security office.
Oh.
Is that unusual?
It's illegal.
Oh.
There's no record of this transaction on the government register.
That's why they couldn't figure it out.
These droids were ordered by an individual.
Is there a name?
It's probably...
Our head of security.
Oh, no.
Commissioner Hellgate.
Ah. He wants all the droids to be recalled.
We know about the Nepenthe and the nanodroids.
They didn't malfunction. You programmed them to disrupt an attack.
Everyone freeze! If I trigger this failsafe, it will convert the planet's docile workforce back into battle droids.
But why is he doing this?
I didn't give up to the corrupt Republic.
Oh, he's an
I didn't
Imperial.
give up to the Empire.
Oh.
And I won't give up to you.
You're a separatist.
Separatist is a pejorative term.
Oh my god.
I support democracy. Count Dooku was a visionary. He was cut short in his prime by the Jedi and forces.
Nice, Bo.
Just wait for him to monologue a little bit.
Look at her.
I'm disappointed in you, Commissioner. You served my family well. But Captain Bombardier is the love of my life.
I am sorry to have disappointed you, my lady. Perhaps someday I can earn such forgiveness.
Why does it feel like it was like too easy?
Yeah, and especially when they just confess right in front of everyone.
I also give to you both our highest honor, the key to Plaisir. And to this little one, I grant knighthood.
Oh, a knight! Ow.
You are now a knight of the Ancient Order of Independent Regency. Go in peace, brave travelers, until our paths meet again.
My lord.
This part feels so disjointed from the rest of the...
Yeah, it does. It kind of feels like, uh-oh, we're running out of time. We gotta end this.
I just thought we were gonna get more time with...
Yeah. I thought this was kind of like
Yeah.
we're going in this direction. And then
It's giving episode 3 or 4, like with the Coruscant. Oh, here we go. Oh, they really do have a whole fleet.
Mm-hmm. They just randomly walk in. No one notices them.
No, they definitely notice.
I've come to reclaim my fleet.
It's no longer your fleet. I'm now in command and grown quite fond of it.
Then I challenge you. One warrior to another.
What's he gonna say? No? In front of everybody? Let's go.
Vibroblade. At least that's what it sounds like. Oh. I thought she got him in the chest with that knife. Oh, that was a...
Nice.
You'll never be the true leader of our people. You won't even take the Darksaber from him. He's the one you should be challenging.
Enough Mandalorian blood has been spilled by your own hands. Din Djarin took the creed and chose to walk the way. Just as our ancestors did. He is every bit the Mandalorian that they were.
But according to our ways, the ruler of Mandalore must possess the Darksaber.
Then she shall have it.
This is gonna be like the second or third time he's trying to give it back to her.
Yeah. This is where he's going to explain it, that I was beaten, she beat
While
the...
exploring Mandalore, I was captured, and this blade was taken from me. Bo-Katan rescued me and slayed my captor. She defeated the enemy that defeated me. Would this blade then not belong to her?
This guy's like reluctantly like, yeah, I guess.
I return this blade to its rightful owner.
Yeah!
Man, plus you never wanted it to begin with.
Yeah.
Activate and raise it above your head.
Yes! Oh, that's right. This was the Bryce Dallas Howard episode.
You know, honestly, I don't feel quite fulfilled at the end of this episode. I have to admit that I thought they were going off in one direction, and then they kind of took like a sharp turn. And don't get me wrong, I thought it was cool to see Jack Black. I thought it was cool to see Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah.
I kind of like the idea of the droid starting to rebel, but this really did seem very much like a side quest. Then they kind of got back on track to where, like, we could have taken out almost everything in the middle of this episode and have them just have gone straight to the Mandalorian, the privateers, and we still would have had the exact same experience.
I think the thing is that because they the Stinger, you know, obviously very much featured the group of privateers, that immediately we're like, oh, okay, like they have a history with Bo-Katan. Like she's on this new, you know, goal to like reunite and to kind of do that. So we were expecting it. So like visiting like a new place in Star Wars, I think is always cool. And I did like seeing it, but it felt really sort of, it just didn't feel connected to me.
Yeah.
And like I feel like as far as the like that part of the story was really interesting to kind of get into especially when they were looking into there's nano droids and all of that, and him being a separatist. Like I was like, okay,
that I like.
That's interesting, and I think that can come into play later. There's like that they're dropping hints, but I felt like it took way too long to get there.
Yeah.
And we could have had a little bit longer of a time between like Bo and the privateer.
Yeah, and it really didn't, the way that they ended it, even though I kind of liked what they were doing, I didn't like how it was executed. I always find it funny, like especially like in like crime dramas or where it's just like, and you're the one who did this, you got me, you're right, and I confess everything. That never happens. I just find it, a lot of the writing in this episode seemed to just be very convenient, and it didn't really build any of the story arcs that I was interested in. But there was still some fun stuff in it. I like the fact that it was kind of turned into kind of like a murder mystery. I did kind of find it weird that they had a morgue for droids.
Yeah, they had like the little contain, like I don't know what you call them, like tables and stuff.
Yeah. But overall, I mean, this is definitely. I mean, I don't think it's as bad as episode 3, but it's definitely not one of my favorite episodes.
I feel, having seen the last episode and see how Elias, is that her name, or her coming in to give a little bit of the part and knowing what she like did to the scientist, like I feel a little bit better about that episode. But when I first watched it, I was like, I mean, Coruscant's cool, but like, what is happening here? Because what about the rest of the storyline? So it makes me that's what's making me wonder of like them putting this storyline with the droids and what's corrupting them, and obviously knowing that they're separatists, kind of, you know, running around. It makes me wonder: are we going to see and meet more people that are like that? Because the world is big, so like I enjoy the world building of it, but the way it was structured felt so weird.
I was hoping that they would somehow connect it somehow, or I mean, because we've only got 2 more episodes,
right?
And it feels like we started off really strong with episode 1 and 2, and then it just is kind of, We've gotten a little bit here and there, but it just hasn't been quite as fulfilling as I thought this season was going to be. And we only have 2 episodes left.
I assume that the final 2 episodes are going to be at like the 50-minute to an hour.
Probably. Because they're going to cram everything all in all at once.
And they tend to do that. They want to, to tell the cohesive story. So we will see. But you guys, let us know your thoughts on this episode in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you next week in another The Mandalorian reaction.